So, hello everyone, this is guest number class, and on this class, in this project, you will develop a game using Python. So, this game name is guest number, and in this game, some random integer will be selected by the system, and the user has to guess that integer in the minimum number of guesses. So, guest number game usually is very first project after doing programming language. So, it means that if people start to learn Python or any other languages, programming languages, they usually do such projects like guess number. So in this project, you will cover basics of Python programming. You will use random library, understand tabulation system of Python, and you will try to seek some connections between Scratch and Python. So let's start. So to start, we need to open Spider and create new file by pressing Ctrl N, or you can press file there and press new file. And afterwards, you need to save your file as guessnumber.py. So you can press Ctrl S, or you just can press file in the left top corner and press save there. After you save it, it's gonna look like this. So let's open Spider right now. So you just simply type Spider into the finding and wait until it loads. So let's do that. So we open Spider and it will like generate something like that. So we can delete this one. It's not really important. Now you can press Ctrl S, or you can press File, and you can create new file, or you can work in this file actually. And then after creating new file, you need to press Save. So it's gonna say like ask you to save name. So you need to change here. And for example, I want to save it somewhere in my, okay, for example, in downloads, right? I want to save it there and name it as guess number, right? Guess number. Okay, I save it as guess number. Now let's check the presentation further. So we open the presentation, and what we need to do next, we need to import random like from random import this one, and this row import functions of random. So let's check what each part means. So from random, this part from random here is from is asking access to random package. So it means like from random. So asking package of random. And import this one, it means import all actually. So in this point, this symbol, so actually multiply, or it's like snow symbol, right? It means all. So in general, it means import all. If we check all the commands, so from random import means get access from random package, and in general, it's like get access from random package to all functions of this package, something like that. And we need to add this one, and after we add this one, we need to add some of something like this. So secret number equals rand int. Here we are using already rand int, the function of random, from 1 to 20, print secret number. So let's do that in the Spider. We open Spider back, so we need to write import, right? Import random. No, we need to make it from import, right? So we need to write from random. So we write from random and we import all. Import all right now. And we need to write some code here. So we need to have a new variable, which is secret number. Secret number, which let's call it like this. Secret number, which equals to rand int from 1 to 20. And another one, we need to print this secret number to make sure it's gonna work. So let's run the code, and like this is free, right? So it's gonna print here, the random number gonna be printed here. So next one, what we need to do, let's check what does mean, right? Everything. So rand int. So rand is mean random, rand int it means integer, random integer. So from 1 to 20, here you write the value of beginning, and here you write the value of the ending. So this function of random package, which we already imported from here, and it will return us an random integer. Print secret number, so we use it to print some secret number, like which we already generated, because we like on this moment of the programming part, we need to be ensure that our code is working well and it's generating random numbers. If you run it again, for example, it will generate you another random, so like another random number in the range between 1 and 20. So you can keep running it like that, and you will like be ensured. So we are using it for usually actually for debugging. So and afterwards we can check the terminal and we'll find this one. So your number might be different because it's random, right? So and right now let's add some little bit printings, some text there. Print guess number from 1 to 20, print start, and so on and so forth. So let's first add some printings, which will be useful for us in case we're gonna do some understanding when we're gonna run it to understand what is going on. So we just write like this. You can write anything you want. I would like to write like guess a number between 1 and 20, like yeah, between 1 and 20, or from 1 to 20. And another one, like you can put the dot here, and another one print, just to make sure, like start. So actually, in this case, in the Python, in the print, you can use these brackets, like this, 1 1, or you can use these brackets. It's actually in our case not really important. So yeah, you can use these brackets. So it's whatever. And now if we run it, it's gonna generate you a random number and show you guess number between 1 and 20. Actually, in this game, we need to find this number, but in the afterwards we're gonna comment this part. So let's go further right now, and we need to start our coding. So when we run code, it's gonna look like this, and every time if you want to check something, you can keep running your code. It's okay, right? Like running your code every time, it's not really a problem. You're just checking if it's not even major, if it's a small program, it's okay to run it many times because it doesn't take a lot of time. So for example, here it should be written somewhere here, like how long it takes, like it's just milliseconds or something. So okay, let's add some loop now on 9 lines. So we have like 7 lines of code. I usually like to have some breaks, but yeah, it's even 5 lines of the code. I usually like to have some breaks to understand what I'm writing. So on the 9 line, or anywhere you want, I will write for I in range from 1 to 7. So it means like we have only 7 attempts to find the secret number for I in range. So in range from 1 to 7, we need to do something, right? And you need to do these dots and press enter. It will put you here. So it's a point of the Python. So you need to have some tabulation between this one. So if there's a tabulation here, it means that this code belongs to this part. So right now we go back to the presentation, and here you also can define this X. This means that you have to there is some error in this code. So this code is broken or something like that. In our case, it gives X because like this X in red, because we need to add something in our code. So we need to add the body of our for loop and it says like, come on, bro, like you cannot do like that. You need to have some body. So we write it. Let's write try, accept, and finally first. So let's write it one by one. Now we need to write, okay, try. We're trying to do something. I'm going to explain it a little bit further. So we have a new value, new variable, which is going to be named guess, and it's going to be integer and it's going to accept what we are inputting. The next one, we need to have accept. So look, as you remember, here's the tabulations part. So this one belongs to this one, and this code belongs to this. We can understand it. Now we go back a little bit and write except. So this except is not does not belong to the try. It belongs to the for. That's why in same line, but little bit on the table here. So we go enter, and we need to write print wrong. It's like just if we find some exception, right? Print wrong, and let's ask this again. Like so, we can actually copy that one. It will ensure that we write correctly, and we go back a little bit and write another one. Finally, we need to do if else code. So if our we don't need it like this. Actually, it's not a it's a Python, so it will be enough. Secret number. It's actually, you see, I don't even write the code. It's like the ID really helps me a lot. We write print. So again, saying don't forget about tab part. It's actually this ID helps you, but anytime it's really important for the Python. So let's write like could be higher, right? If our guess number is smaller than secret, we can say could be higher, right? So could be higher. Or you can like, or you can write your number is too small. Else if, so it means like not this one, but with another logical decision. So when you write guess, our guess is bigger than secret number. Secret number, we say print. We say could be smaller, right? Could be smaller. And afterwards we write else, which is already like not this one, not this one. We say else, and we just break the system. We stop the like for loop, and now we need to break, and then you press enter, and now we finish with the body of this one. So let's analyze what does mean everything here. So let's go to the code and to the presentation, and let's analyze the code. So first part of the try except is about it will try to catch an integer that you input in the console. So you will write here your integer, your number which you want to guess, and it will try to catch it. And if it catch not correct something, like if you let's check it, right? Let's run it. Oh, there is like some problem here. We don't write else if in the Python. We write elif, right? Yeah. So if we write, sometimes we just maybe make mistakes in the coding. So it will show us where it's problem, and we can simply go back and simply change it. And here, for example, we run it. It's like, and I see like it's 11, right? Let's choose. Let's write something which is not integer. Let's write some number, the name like lol. It will say wrong and try again, right? And we need to try again, and we write okay 2, and he says oh could be higher. So you see, it checks, it catches our integer, but it catches not integer. It catches some string value, some letters, and say no, it's wrong, and give me another number, and ask again. And we write 2, and he says okay, now I can work, and works here. So here we can be even make better code. If you want, you can try out to write it even better. It's just on your, if you want to, you can do it. So let's go further, right? Next one is final part, so if else's. So it's simply like this if else, like in the Scratch we've done. So we get after we get integer, it checks with the secret number. So we have this secret number, and which it checks with. So we have like guess, and it checks this guess with the secret number. And if our secret number is bigger, it says like could be higher. If it's our secret number is lower, it's gonna say like could be smaller. And if our guess number else, like there is no any possible logical operations, and like else is like it means when our guess number is equals to the secret number, it's gonna stop the loop. So now let's write some other code. So if guess equal to secret, and we write it after we break a loop. So we just write there is like two possible solutions. If our guess number is equal to the secret number, or when we just use all 7 attempts. So let's just try to catch this problem. So if our guess, let's from the code, right from the presentation, if our guess equals to secret number, we write it like this. So equals equals, it means equal. So in logical operations, we use it like that. So if it's equal to secret number, then we print success, right? We won, success. You have won. Okay, well, something like that. And we write else, which is not equal, right? When we print like, okay, like let's write it. Unfortunately, the chance is limited. The chance is limited. The right number is, and we can do like this. We can add this one, and we write str and write secret number. So something like that, and our code should look like this in general. And now we can run it, right? So let's just analyze it. It's just same stuff like which we if else we've done it like here. It's totally same. So let's run the code and try what will happen. So I'm running the. We need to stop it. Stop if we. So you can actually now when you run your code, you can like see everything, like the number, which number is your number, and so like which is secret number. It's not really interesting. We use that one because we wanted to debug it. So now I would like you to use the commenting. So you can comment your code, and if you run it again, so stop the code and run it again. When you run it again, so let's run it. Yeah, when you run it, it's not gonna show you a secret number because we commented it. What comment means? Comment means when you like when the computer reading the code, it's not stopping here to read this one. It's just for developers. Usually codings, when comments, you write what does mean each function and so on and so forth. But in our case, we just commented to. We don't want to delete it. We want to use it in the future or something like that. So let's check it out. Now we commented it. We don't know which number we have, like, and we are just guessing. 9. Oh yeah, I won. Success, right? I found a 9. Okay, well, it's something like that. And let's check. So you run the code. You try to run it. And your code should look like this or like this. Yeah, well, it's actually the same. And now the summary. So what have you done? You have developed a Python game from scratch. You have used random library and its function randin. So here you use a library which called like random and all its functions. You define a secret number and used randin. So the function of the random rand ints, and from 1 to 20. You also used for loop. So you used for loop and understood what is belong to each. What does the body means, and so on and so forth. Also, you understood what is this is like from 1 to 7, right? Range. You use try, except, and finally operators. So try, except, and final operators. You used if else. So you used if else here. It's the same what you learn in Scratch. Actually, for loop also you learn in Scratch when you write program on Scratch. And you use like really often used print function. It's really often used in the Python. I mean in all programming languages, because sometimes you need to print something. Usually you need to print something to the terminal. Also, you understood the basic concepts of programming on Python. So you understood what is tabulation, how to write code in general, what is writing code in Python, and what does it mean. So well done, actually. And here I have some extra task for you. So try to change interval of guessing. I will give you some hint here. So you should look at this. To change interval of number guessing, you need take a look at this, and also in the same time you should change this one, because to not like you need to understand that if you change this one, your player, like user, might not understand why number is not correct, and so on and so forth. So you should check this one also. Second task you can try to print how many attempts to find secret number left. So here you can this code of the for loop, and we have 7 attempts from 1 to 7. So if you keep giving number not correct number, so for example if I write and I keep giving not correct number like 7 times, like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like yeah, it will say, unfortunately, the chance is limited. Number is 2. I was actually close. Okay, and then, but it doesn't write me like how many attempts left, and so like I want to see it. I don't want to count myself, and try to write it here yourself. And another one, the easiest one, try to change then some printings to make it funnier. So you can write any printings you want. So you can, for example, just even write like print here and write some, yeah, nice game, nice game, and you can write like print you like enjoying writing code on Python, like something like smiling face. So you can try to do like keep adding, because programming is when you like you can do whatever you want. Well, like because it's your code, you can even delete this code and try to write again. You can add anything you want anywhere you want. So it's just fun. Well done, guys, and try to do these extra tasks. Okay, good job.